Aster here with Rivalry.gg. Now, as part of our partnership with Hexor, we don't want to just throw betting at you. We want to support content that you guys absolutely love, and we hope you enjoyed this. Now, if you do want to check out betting, head over to Rivalry.gg/Hexor, where you can earn up to $350 in bonuses.
As expected, and see what sort of movements come around in. Baboka making that block.
Misery smoke behind the mid tower.
Oh, is he going to get it?
This is a way to set up your success for your invoker.
I don't think they know.
Watch it.
It's
they don't know.
It's not being microed. It's going straight down there. This could set up for a lovely lane for Weeha.
The tips. There it is.
Got it.
There's the tips.
They take his courier and they all tip him. Everything.
Misery. Beautiful move there. I love seeing that because it's sometimes when you don't have the most advantageous matchup, like Lina is always going to do incredibly well versus invokers because of that range, and this guy knows this matchup incredibly well.
Top lane.
Wow, already quick.
See what they can find. Tavo. Pretty deep. They do have Supernova and they do have the Primal Split. There's going to be the straight up grip lead in onto XXS, but the Fisher comes in to cancel it. Supernova from the sideline, the Sunstrike down onto XXS. They'll surround him with the Primal Split. The Supernova has been killed. Aster will be able to take the Phoenix out of the fight. They're going to see if they can chase for more. Weeha's there. They're with a cold snap. They turn. They focus Fenrir. Fenrir's gone. And now with the Primal Split Blues, they send Sylar up and out of the fight, limiting some of the damage he can get out with that Metamorphosis timing. The Fisher from Baboka comes through, but Weeha, Meteor, Deafening Blast down onto the Shaker paiN. They'll get a second out of this one. Sylar and XXS have to be careful how they continue to go for the fight. They'll put the reflection. Sylar trying to chase towards them, but they keep their distance, paiN. As they will still holding on with Misery. Aster will come and they will find him hiding in the trees, so they'll claim Misery's life as well, slowly but surely. As he'll make them work for it once more. Dives underneath the tower, but will still fall. See, paiN, they did have that ward down, but they saw that whole movement from Baboka and XXS. They know that they're here. Tavo tries to go with the blink, but Baboka quickly gets himself out with the counter blink. Misery leads in. They're ready to continue to go for this fight with the Fiend Grip on one, Nightmare onto another. They'll burn down XXS. Misery loses his life.
These stones.
Got the control. They're moving in with the split. They're throwing it up. Sylar has got the Metamorphosis. They've lost a second. HFN picks up a double. There's going to be a buyback from D-Stones in an attempt to swing this fight. Sylar's got the BKB just picked up. And with the control from Baboka, they'll take Weeha down the once. But he's got that Aegis. He's ready to go again. King RD and Arcade are coming back over.
BKB.
They try and go for the Echo Slam, but indeed the BKB's out in time for Weeha. Sylar's getting pushed away. The Fisher will block him off from going for the Terrorblade as they'll turn towards Baboka. Cold Snap and a Meteor finish him off in the trees. As again, Aster just struggling to take these fights. Tavo is still alive.
He's taunting.
He is indeed. He's got another blink out away from the Dragon Slide, but there's the setup. The Sunstrike a little off time though, but it doesn't matter. Mullins with the Sunray. The Cold Snap comes in. And that's Sylar out of the game. A Reaper side does take down the Phoenix in turn. The paiN Gaming needs to get that bit booster back.
Yep.
But already Aster, the outside of the base. Tavo's the front. Oh no! Baboka is in. The Echo Slam straight on top of the two. He does get the cheese off, but the Reaper side still comes down. As no Tavo and HFN sitting at the front of the base holding hands. Baboka's there to break up the friendship. And they'll have to buy back. Misery's bought back. They're holding on to it at the moment on both Tavo and HFN. But Baboka is in again, jumping with the enchant turn, and Weeha's forced to put the BKB. Tavo and HFN buying back and looking to fight back. The racks won't fall though. As Aster, they've got the mid set of racks. Cataclysm comes down. Baboka able to get away under the cover of Imbis. Turns with another Fisher to hold them back along Sylar. They go back in with a Metamorphosis. They'll dive. King RD Sunray out onto Fenrir, but Baboka just back in. Enchant turn slams down another. Weeha, he's already used his BKB. He has to play so safe. As they've lost the melee racks, they've lost the range racks as well. Tavo out of the Primal Split, also in trouble.
Second hot.
They'll see if they can finish them off here. As Baboka ticking down incredibly low. They'll get two buybacks out of Aster as Aster throwing everything back into this fight. Baboka will somehow survive.
I think they want to go. They might even just look for the end, but they don't have meta available.
They don't.
The thing is that they know the two haunts were used there. They wanted to try to force something, but right now they can actually just.
This could pretty much be the game for Aster. paiN has to be so careful. They've got the vision. Tavo's going to jump in box. The BKB starts to punch back. They've got the Hex onto Baboka, but he's still going to be fine. The Cataclysm comes down. Does a decent amount. Sylar with a Manta Stone and the Metamorphosis takes down the egg. Buyback straight away from King RD. They've lost XXS. As with the Primal Split, they get on top of him. They lock him down. Necrophos buys back too.
This high ground tombstone.
Oh, Baboka! He comes in, the 3-man Echo Slam comes down, but WeHi is still alive for now. They're punching into the tombstone, but Boca trying to get away. He's actually, again, able to sneak off out of this as he's healed up, kept alive. There's going to be a dead Turbo Brew, a dead King RD Phoenix without buybacks available as Aster take the fight. paiN on paiN's side of the map. Jump in, Tavo trying to kick things off with the BKB, dodges the light strike, forces out the BKB from XXS. As WeHi tornadoes out to Silo to get the Phoenix rip through the BKB there on D-Stones. The Meteor combo dropped down, but the BKBs are still up at the moment for Aster. Jeff Ben in this front and center, this Cataclysm comes down. Silo, BKB has one off, they get the Primal Spins done, the Supernova as well. That's going to be one death, they killed the Terrorblade, but he has 5
Their base is in jeopardy.
Absolutely, as the Tiffles are going down, they've got to send someone back. They've got to send someone back.
The creeps.
The base is falling. At paiN, they tried one final hurrah, but with WeHi dead, no buyback. Miseries can't hold the bay. HL will fall. Aster take game 1.
Oh my god, what a close game though. paiN, their movements in that early game was absolutely phenomenal, but Aster able to find that crucial jump by Baboka with that vision. That one ward they get on the high ground.
That one play really did set Aster back onto the road to victory, and at that point,
throughout the majority of this game until they have that Blackhole line. While we look at Aster's, they've got Earth Spirit, baiN, Lina, very, very guaranteed and more, you know, more safe stuns, you could say. As top though, the shards
not
don't
going to block off
him.
Fenrir. Fenrir's still able to get away. We'll see paiN able to push Aster away from that top rim, but at the same time, Aster will be able to claim the 2 down bottom. HFN did come over. Ooh, Shakuchi's just got back in time. But we'll be able to get away. Doesn't actually have the mana.
He's just going to suicide.
He is going to have to.
But Baboka gets first blood.
Yeah, but Baboka...
He gets bonus gold.
He does get the bonus gold.
He gives him a thank you.
And also, the Lina was in range for XP.
No way.
Yeah, he got about a quarter of the level straight up from the XP. Necrophos on this bottom lane. But sort of the fact that Baboka's had to walk around, rotating elsewhere, does manage to find the setup on the Misery, kicks him back. XXS chasing him down, and Misery... He'll go as Aster finds some action. Baboka rotating down bottom, but now being dove upon by HFN. Will lose his life in return.
HFN?
He's got the stick charges, but that death boss is going to chase him. And will find the kill. So Baboka falls, but sets up a double kill for XXS, as I was just saying. Was the core that was struggling the most in the lanes. Those 2 kills are certainly going to help it.
Baboka makes his way top. Silo wants to try to commit forward for a kill. They want Tavo.
They've got the lockdown onto Tavo as he's focused straight away. Silo is falling very low in return though, as they'll lose their Terrorblade for this attempt. And they get Fenrir as well, with the TP in from HFN, they certainly can. So paiN quick to strike back, as it looked like, you know, Baboka, sweet plays in terms of him sort of shoving Tavo into a blink play, allowing him to close the gap. As mid lane, Aster, they're pushing forward. King RD's going to go in on this. Silo pops the BKB. King RD on the front line. They've got the goal, they've got the Blackhole. He's got 3 of them. Tavo. It's the perfect play with the blink, and they'll take down Sylar. They'll take down D-Stones. D-Stones will fall back. WeHi burns down Necrophos as well, and Sylar, he went all in on the BKB purchase. He does not have buyback. He's down for 35 seconds. They can't get the Terrorblade back into it as paiN. They'll go straight down the middle lane. They'll force out the fortification. And that play, this is what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter if you've got this BKB. Tavo gets on top of them. The combination of the Blackhole and the global silence make it impossible for us to play against this stage. They get the silence, or straight up this tucker, they get the kill, they cover the Dragon Slayer. They've taken WeHi away. Buyback comes out from Exodus, but D-Stones, that's a dieback. No Lina for 70 seconds. The buyback comes out from Baboka. paiN will retreat. Adapting perfectly to the way that they saw Aster play against them in game 1.
They're keeping this aggression up too. Misery, Invis, scouting out everybody.
The Snowball comes in onto Baboka. They're on the high ground as they surround XXS. Good 3-man boulder smash from Baboka will slow paiN's attempts down for a little bit, but not long enough as Baboka falls. The damage from HFN too much. The Ghost Shroud only going to buy some time for XXS as he'll die again. No buyback on the Necrophos. Fenrir and Sylar having to run themselves back to base. It's a triple kill for HFN. Jump forward as they'll try to go towards Sylar. He does have BKB and meta, so stand his ground. Pop the BKB, pop the Metamorphosis as Sylar all alone for at least 5 seconds. D-Stones will be back in a couple. But now no BKB.
Yeah, they could just look to jump him if he steps up too far.
As they're pushing in paiN, another tier 3 tower taken. They're onto a second set of barracks. Tavo goes in with a Malefice, keeping D-Stones at bay. paiN take another objective, and there's nothing that Aster can do to slow this down at the moment. As 2 sets of ranks have been claimed, the Decrepit by the burst. Sylar, he's straight up dead. He's gone. No buyback. GG is called. paiN Gaming. You can pull the Sylar Terrorblade, the XXS Necrophos. The D-Stones leaner against those points once, but dare you try it again a second time in a row, they're going to have an answer. paiN, they adapt to the way that Aster play, and they say, you've got to try another trick. It's not going to work twice against paiN, as paiN now drawing the series 1-1.
This Pugna pick was just absolutely perfect by paiN. Allowed them to keep that pressure going, allowed them to just be relentless in that push.
You know, sort of make that TP back into a preferable lane. For the moment being, this is how they're going to sit, and this, if anything, is certainly going to favour that.
Lane, D-Stones.
Boundless strike, it's going to be whiffed, and HFN can chase down a good charge up of the concoction. It's going to set them up for first blood. They're going to chase down Baboka as well. The Sato Tormentor comes in, one more punch would do it. Baboka does have the enchant totem. Archangel gets one more hit off, it's not enough to get the kill. TP's coming in as Femra is there with the Splinter Blast, trying to fire back onto the HFN Alchemist. HFN will be able to keep his distance. D-Stones back into the lane, turns towards Misery. Will be able to chase down the chain, get the passive build up, Boundless strike down again, but there's the concoction coming through. It doesn't matter, they'll still get the kill onto Misery. Misery falls. D-Stones now using the rest of that damage to pummel into the Alchemist. And the TP straight away back towards the top is there from King RD. Coming in on the Tiny, warding Femra and D-Stones back away from that top attempt. But both are still there on the side. Could look for a good Fisher block up. They get the Avalanche onto so that the Shadow Tormentor comes out as well, and they'll kill off D-Stones.
Oh my god. Unbelievable.
As top, D-Stones just having to use the Boundless strike to hold back HFN. They've got the slam on the side. They're desperately trying to hold something down, but the damage just isn't there. Winter's Curse comes through. It's just going to waste some of the time. The Sylar has that, but the arrow, Weehaw from the river, locks down Sylar. So for the majority of this Dragon form, Sylar can't do anything. They have to back up to the shrine. Concoction comes out. Avalanche for the side. King RD's diving in. The shrine will keep Aster alive, though. But they're on the retreat. Another arrow from Weehaw with this Arcane Rune, getting the connections, has the magical to burst through Fenrir.
Tavo's threatening high ground as well.
This bottom lane's a problem. XXS can't do anything to push Tavo away. It's 15 minutes in. This is going to be a tier 3 tower going down. As paiN just playing at such a pace, Misery will fall. See if D-Stones can do anything about Tavo down here.
He cuts the tree instantly.
D-Stones. The tips may have got to him this game, as he is all over the place in this match.
I mean, between the tips and just the rotations, paiN just adjusting time and time again. D-Stones, Weehaw's looking to threaten him,
you see at this stage, but with sort of how far behind he is, the Boundless strike, it does nothing. The damage is before Echo Slam's there. They have that RP, they do have the blink play from the Magnus. BKB is picked up, but they're straight on the front. Sylar just tanking it, gets the BKB off before the arrow connects. They have Fisher block the out off. So they'll look to bring down HFN, and once he still has that agent for 2 minutes, Tavo jumps in, kills off Sylar. I mean, that is Sylar dead without buyback. So a Blackhole worthy to continue this push. As HFN loses his life once, another arrow connects on Fenrir. He's got the cold embrace. RP just come in from XXS, holding down HFN, but they cannot kill him. D-Stones melts before he gets any chance to light to back up. XXS falls as well. As there is something about these ESL events on the main stage that just get paiN riled up to be a team that we do not see from them when it comes to online games. And this on LAN is their only hope, otherwise we could expect a GG pretty soon. Sylar just trying to draw the attention of the first. They'll jump in with HFN. Shiva's guard popped as well. D-Stones comes in from the side with a Wukong Saman. Boundless is there. They'll just try and skewer him out to the side of it all. RP popped as well. They don't have the damage. Tavo looking for the position. At the moment holding on as he just punches through. They don't need to use anything more as they just right-click down the heroes. Moving in, and GG is called. paiN Gaming.
Flawless.
Looking, I can't believe what we are seeing on this main stage. paiN Gaming. As I said, they've done it before at an ESL, but this, they're taking it to another level. They really have. The way that they play on the main stage.
It's just the way of everything. The way they prepared with their draft. After that first game, they understood what they wanted to do. They wanted to set the pace of the games, be very, very quick, get their lanes proper. Especially in this game, they get the lanes they wanted, and they just seemed to absolutely run away with it.